Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Sargel18. Episode 73, my 100th video, the best vortex photos, aliens, and more. Even though I only have 73 episodes, as I explained before, in the beginning my episodes would be 3 to 4 parts. So this is the 100th video that I put up. So for the next 3 shows, I'm going to be showing you, with short explanations, the best of the best of the 100 videos I put up of the vortex evidence. And I had made a promise to people that when I started this, that I would put up 100 videos in 3 months. And today is 3 months, and this is the 100th video. So I kept my promise. And truth is what I'm all about. And showing people that when I say something, I mean it, and it's the truth. I told the people I would do this, and I did. At first, it was a little choppy. I was getting used to it. It had been 2 years before I'd been in the public eye with the show I did with Tommy Hawksblood, Adventures into the Strange, which was great and had a great following. And before that, it was 14 years since I walked away from the public eye as Sargel18, 2002 to 2016. But I'm back. I have my form now. It's easier for me to give the videos and to make the videos and explain what I'm showing you. And I'm really happy about this. I'm really excited about this show. 100 videos, man, that's great. And as I promised, each video would have amazing evidence from the vortex. And I've kept my promise, like I always do. A couple of my critics, who do not criticize me for who I am and what I've done, my evidence and all that, that they know are real, but criticize me with the public that still the public isn't ready for this. The government has said this to me a number of times. They said, go ahead, you have more than anyone else. No one's going to believe you. And my personal friends who are critics about this, about me putting out this information, wanted me to start a GoFundMe site. And I said I would. And I said, why? And they said, because people put value on things. And value they give money. In the 3 months' time since I started this network, this channel on YouTube, and did these 100 videos, I raised $80 in my GoFundMe account. And believe it or not, I'm amazed that I got even that much. Meanwhile, my critics have been watching another very popular site on the internet that basically rehashes the same old bullshit, keeps you in the construct, keeps going over and over again about the construct and ETs and they're coming here and doing all this stuff and all that. And in the same time, they raised $100,000. And I try to explain to my critics that my evidence is the exact opposite of what the construct is putting out to people. So I don't know what type of value that they put on this. And they said to me that churches, other metaphysical things, you know, shows, churches, religions, whatever you want to call it, they raise money left and right because people believe what they're saying. They looked at me yesterday and said, I guess a lot of people don't believe what you're saying, so why are you still doing it? And the reason I'm still doing it is because this is important for the people to know the truth. And that's it. And I am an obsessive compulsive in nature. I am obsessive compulsive in nature. So when I do something and I see it's real, I do it to the max. And I normally do it better than anyone else. And as you can see by my evidence of the vortex, my discovery of orbs, which actually we haven't even really gotten to yet, I haven't done a show on that yet, has blown people away around the world. So, hey, what can you say? If you like what you're seeing here, if you like the 100 videos that I put up with the evidence from the vortex, with explanations, throw some money in my GoFundMe account so I can get better equipment and maybe one day get back to the vortex. That would take a lot of money to do that, to set that type of operation up. But if not, what can I say? I would love you to do it, But I can't force anybody, nor do I want to force anybody. But the value of what these 100 videos and this fantastic evidence amounts to $80. So, okay, my critics win on that point, but they don't win on the evidence and what Sargel18 is. All right, so that's over. And you guys know who you are, so there, I put the message out. I said it. Now, 100 videos of fantastic evidence. I love it. And I'm going to keep going. And Christmas night, make sure you're around. And if you're not around, make sure the next day or so you see that video, because you're going to see what Sargel18 is really capable of at the Vortex, which separates me from everybody else, including these wannabes. And I don't even know what to call them, these people that keep rehashing the same stuff. UFO theorists and so-called experts in the field. They don't know shit. All they're doing is playing the game, raking in the money, or working for the government to keep you locked in from seeing the truth. So that's what I'm saying on that. Now, what I'm going to go over is I'm going to show for the next 3 episodes, I'm going to show 10 of the best pictures with a quick explanation. The best of the best of the Vortex that I think is the best. Of course, there was a hell of a lot more evidence put out, but I don't want to bore the hell out of you. And I do want to putting together these next 3 shows is going to like hit you with all the with major evidence and major proof that what the construct is telling you is wrong and what I'm telling you is absolutely correct, and I'm proving it by showing you the evidence. So if you could, this should be out mainstream. This should be out on network television or cable or whatever it is. So also, these next 3 episodes can be used to show people and say, hey, this is what Sargel18 is. These 3 shows show the best of the best. And if you want to go back and find the episodes in the 100 videos, go ahead. And there'll be more explanation, more lengthy explanation with the evidence. So this is something that you could send a link to somebody, these 3 shows, and say, look at this guy. He's been around 21 years. He was famous in the 90s. He was famous in the millennium. He's done all kinds of television, books, magazines, network interviews on the internet. Take a look at him. Maybe we could get this on mainstream so more people can see it. And I want more people to see it because it's very important leading up to 2034. So here we go. We're going to show the first one. Oh, hold on. As I stated before, I can make mistakes. Here is one of my teachers at the Vortex. The man with that's by the mushroom. He tells me all kinds of neat things, what to do with the Vortex. He helps me, as I just explained about the dogs, making them appear so I can take pictures on them, and he gives me information on them. He's one of my teachers. And this shot here, it was Vortex, normal night. He appeared. I blew breath out, hit him. The warm moisture from my breath hit him and stuck to him and his mushroom. And that's the original picture. And here I cleaned it up. And now you can see him. Again, make your monitor screens full size. You'll be able to see better, see the evidence better. There's the original on the left. I just took out the extra breath, and there he is. I believe this being is from the future. And in being from the future, and with his capabilities and technology, he could go to the past, he can go to the present, linear past, linear present. He can go back to the future. Really awesome dude. Very quiet. Very intense, but nice. And he's been teaching me for a long time, for 21 years. Telequad. It's a picture of one of those elongated skull aliens. Now here, this is not breath. And this was taken with 35mm film at 1,000 speed at the Vortex. And it was just traveling along its head. But what I've come to know since then is that these beings here with the elongated heads, according to new evidence that's come up, are the aliens that made contact with Egypt are the aliens that control the royal bloodline of Europe and throughout most of the world. And here it is at the vortex, and Tahlequah took this picture. Now, of course, I'm just going to clean it up. Here's an example, the original on the left, one of the skulls from South America on the right. You notice how it looks the same, except the skin is on the one on the left. It still has its skin on it. It kind of like has like a, I don't know, like a elongated monkey type face to me. And then cleaned it up even better so you can make the comparison. Now look closely at his features, his eyes, his nose. He's old. You can see the wrinkles in his face and all. What is this doing at the vortex? This is a message. This is a message that the powers that be are well aware of what I'm doing. That's how I take it. But here at the vortex, in 35mm film, the evidence of these creatures, of these aliens from the multiverse, these rulers over man. The elders, the old ones, the ones that have been around since the earth was created. Here you look at the actual picture. This is not breath. I believe it's not breath. It didn't, this was over the river. You know, so it could have been mist too, but here we are, and if you look to the left, you see the being. And these are the beings from Easter Island. Except on Easter Island, most of them are wearing hats. These are the ones that civilization are waiting to come back, but they've never left. They've always been here. And here, I did the close-up of them. There's the original on the left. And I blacked out around the right. You can see he has a fin on top of his head. These beings are aquatic. Most interdimensional alien multiverse beings that are here are from an aquatic world where there is more water than there is land. Here, there is much more land. Even though there's a lot of water in third dimension, there's much more land here. And look at his facial features. He's old. And he looks like he's made of stone, just like Easter Island. It's really cool. I love it. The ancient Egyptian god Set of water. There he is. No breath. He just came right out of the water. Of course, there's always orbs around between me and these creatures to protect me. And he came up out of the water, and I said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am Set, the Egyptian god of water." I took his picture, and he was gone. Here, I didn't have to clean him up much, as you can see, but I just did, so you can see him quite clearly. Again, another ancient god coming to meet with me at the vortex. What the hell are these things doing in northern New Jersey, right? That's the question. Ah, one of my favorites. The two creatures, multiverse creatures, fighting at the vortex. As I explained, these creatures were fighting each other. One is a snake with like a skull face, and the other one looks like a tiger with a big Jimmy Durante nose. And they were going at it. And the trees and rocks mean nothing to these beings, as I stated before. They just go right through them because they're energy, even though they're here. So third dimensional solids mean nothing to these beings. There's the actual picture. And here you go. On the left is the original. On the right, I cleared out some of the extra astral matter and all. And you can clearly see the skull-faced snake creature and the Jimmy Durante nose tiger creature with the orb between us, of course, officiating and making sure that I'm okay. And these two bad boys went at it in front of me until I took the picture. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tahlequah again. Here, Tahlequah took a picture of this is a little bit past contact at the vortex. She takes this picture. No one noticed. When I got home and I looked at the picture, I immediately saw the solid third dimensional creature to the right there, the alien creature, hiding in the weeds, watching us. Again, when this creature appeared, and the thing that made it so strange about that night and for the next few weeks was that all animals and insects disappeared from the vortex for that time. You could hear a pin drop back there in the middle of the woods because this thing was around. And apparently it was eating whatever it could get its hands on. But it didn't attack us because we have protection from divine providence. Now here I brought it up and singled it out. You can see the actual picture on the left, and there you see him on the right. Third dimensional alien multiverse creature at the vortex. As I've told you many times, these things become solid. They don't just stay in energy form. And when they do, that's when you better watch your ass. That's how come so many people have died back there. With very weird explanations for why they died. Let's go to Tommy Hawksblood. Tommy Hawksblood was the first person to take a picture of a ghost at the vortex. And here it is. That, you see, he took a picture of me. There, that's me. And look to the left. It looks like an old farmer ghost. You can see his eyes, his nose, his face. He's wearing a hat. And Tommy took this picture. I believe it was early March or late February 1998. Now, let's take a real good look at him. There's the original on the left, and there you see him on the right. Eyeballs, nose, mouth, everything right there. What a beautiful picture Tommy took. Tommy Hawksblood and Telequa have been invaluable to me at the vortex. They've taken fantastic evidence, the best of the best. Again, the creature with no name coming at me from the vortex. Looks like an octopus squid type thing. It's got an orb in the center, like it was coming out, and it was coming towards me, and I just, bang, took the picture and destroyed it. I still don't know what it is. There was no communication, but just to show you again, the close-up, there it is on the left untouched, and on the right I just blacked out around it. Weird shit, man. See, even for me, the vortex can be, questionable. What is it? What are you? Unless they tell me, I don't know. And some of them don't tell me. Some of them are actually pissed off, and you're going to find out on Christmas night why. That some of them can be, have an issue with me, let's say. And for the last picture of the best, the dragon. The dragon coming at me. I hope you can see this on your monitors. It's quite clear. The dragon tried to sneak up on me under the bridge and attack me. And the blue Endorian being rushed up and took it out. I see here on my monitor. I can't see the bottom. I hope you can. If not, I'll bring this picture up again tomorrow. I'll make it smaller. But this one was, I hit it just right. I hit it just right. The red orbs or red beings, light beings at the vortex are the dragons. They are the negative ones. Those you have to watch out for. The blue ones are the Endorian aliens, the ones that are here to help us and counter the dragon. Okay. For being Sargel18 and experiencing all this and being able to get this unsurmountable amount of evidence that I have has been a real trip. I mean, I loved it. If I didn't have to interact with the powers that are ruling and what they've done to the masses with all their lies in the in the construct, my life would have been a lot easier. Getting the beings and finding the beings is easy for me. And getting all this evidence, that's easy. The hard part is bringing it to you and have you understand that everything you've been told is a lie. Even about reality, guys. Even about reality. Even about here. Even about this camera, this laptop, my rings, my jewelry. all those true meanings of what everything is, 99% of it is a lie put out by the construct, and they've had thousands of years to do this. So people, when they see people that view a lot of the paranormal, so-called vortexes, UFOs, aliens, when they see me, they don't know what to make of it. I mean, first they size me up to see whether or not I'm lying, because a lot of people can tell if people are lying. That I pass. Then they look at the evidence. They don't know what to make of it. Then if I show them too much, they shut down, as if there's a fail-safe mechanism built into our brains that if you see the truth, you shut down. And I've done this many times to people, and in front of other ones, I told them what's going to happen. I said, bring somebody in that's never met me. They do, and 30 pictures in, the people shut down. It's like their brain shut down. Then it takes them a few minutes to get their act back together. It's very strange, and I'm still working on that, but I know Lucifer is involved with this. So, yeah, that's a strange thing. So this is the first of the 3 shows of the top evidence of the vortex. There'll be another show tomorrow and another show after that on the next day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tell people about Sargel18. My GoFundMe site link is right in the show's description. Try to put some of my critics aside by showing that this evidence and what I'm doing to you actually means something to you. I would appreciate that. Remember to give me a thumbs up, a like, or a thumbs down in my videos, or a comment if you like it or not, because that's important to me to see where the people's heads are at. Remember the War of 34. God bless you. Peace out.